The thoughts, views, and comments expressed by the hosts, guests, callers, and advisors on Beyond the Headlines are not necessarily those of the management, ownership, or production unit of ILS, the Verizon Media Group. Beyond the Headlines is a production of ILTV Studios and cannot be represented in part or entirety without the express written consent of the Verizon Media Group. Beyond the Headlines is the intellectual property of the Verizon Media Group. Copyright 2026. All rights reserved.
Grand Bahama residents excited tonight about the idea of their bills, their electricity bills, looking quite different this month. Thousands were to see the difference today. And so we hear from some of those residents and hear exactly what their first reaction was. Also tonight, the National Training Agency stepping more into the open so that you know what's available and how the options can equip you to take advantage of the burgeoning Bahamian economy. And then later, Ian Thomas and Direct Marketers join me just in time for your weekend shopping. This is Beyond the Headlines. Good evening. I'm Shanique Miller. It's great to have you along this evening. Some 17,000 residents and 1,500 small business owners in Grand Bahama are now embracing a lower cost electricity. The drop in electricity rates took effect today. Energy Minister JoBeth Colby-Davis, in her contribution to the budget debate in Parliament yesterday, made the announcement.
New bills, Madam Speaker, will reflect the elimination of the base rate for under 200 kilowatt hour of electricity, fuel charge tiers, alignment to consumption tiers, and the elimination of the storm recovery charge. As I highlight, I wish to point out that a residential consumer on Grand Bahama will move from paying 0.22 cents for 351 to 800 kilowatt hours to 0.11 cents. A commercial consumer will move from paying 0.18 cents for 20,000 to 100,000 kilowatt hour to 0.14 cents.
So there you heard the announcement receiving a lot of applause there in Parliament yesterday. But what are the people in Grand Bahama saying? What are they thinking? Did they see the difference already? Or maybe will they see it perhaps towards the end of the month? Kurt Neely and Leland Lang join me. I'm so happy to have you both here. Gentlemen, good evening to both of you. Welcome to Be on the Headlines. I think you both are muted. I think you're muted.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes, I can.
Yeah. Good evening, Bahamas. Good evening, Shanique.
Good evening, Leland and Shanique. I hope all is well.
Yes, everything is wonderful. Thank you very much, Kurt. And of course, thank you very much, Leland. Gentlemen, well, first of all, and I think one of you, if not both, are business owners. Did you see any changes in your business accounts?
Well, for me, I got 5 businesses here, 5 accounts with them. I haven't seen it yet. I don't think the bill has come out yet for everyone. So I'm waiting on that. So hopefully I should see that this week.
Right, I know, and I figured it'll perhaps be more towards the end of the month where you can really speak to it. But of course, I wanted to just jump right in because just the announcement alone. Kurt, how about you? Did you see anything? Did you hear people who may have gotten their bills already say anything?
No, I haven't seen anything, but for some strange reason, I normally get my bill on a Saturday morning, so I wasn't anticipating to see either bills today, but I was anticipating to hear some people talk about it, and I'm assuming sometime later in the evening and towards tomorrow morning, people will start getting their bills dropped in.
Right, and into the weekend, as you said, and perhaps even later in the month, and so that's pretty and that's understandable. But let's just jump right in, gentlemen. What was your initial reaction when you heard the Minister of Aviation, Energy and Utilities, JoBeth Colby-Davis, say yesterday during her budget presentation that effective today, this is how Grand Bahamians will begin experiencing and breathing a sigh of relief. And Leland, you say you have 5 accounts. So I know you are saying, bring it on, bring it on. So what was your initial reaction?
Well, it's good to hear that. And of course, I'm optimistic. Let me state for the record, Grand Bahamians are not ungrateful, and Grand Bahamians do not.
Jump in, Kurt, because Leland appears to have frozen, and then when he comes back in, we'll let him come in.
Well, I'm very excited about any break in electricity. The electricity bills in Grand Bahama in particular has been the death of many businesses over the past decade or so. And so relief at that level, especially in businesses that do 20K kilowatt hours or more per month, 20,000, would really, really appreciate it. I think for the most part, people are excited about it because you're talking in some instances as much as a 50% difference. So that means if you had an average $500 a month bill, you could be as low as $250. That's a pretty good saving.
Well, that is really excellent. But Kurt, I want to take you back to just what you said. And of course, we're waiting for Leland to come back in and for him to join us. But you said that over the decades, with this bill being what it was, and then they increased it and added various fees onto it, that it caused many businesses to close their doors?
Many. When you ride through Freeport, electricity bill has shut down many businesses and has turned away a lot of foreign investors in terms of not wanting to invest or continue to invest in Freeport because they could not get breaks on the electricity bills. It's very small businesses. My business in particular, we average $6,000 or $7,000 a month in electricity. That's ridiculous for small business people.
For small businesses. And so what do you expect your savings to be, Kurt, let's say the end of this month, with this now decrease that's been put in place as of yesterday to be effective today?
Well, we're hoping that in peak months, which is August to March, we would probably see the 35 or 40% that they speak about. And if we can get that 6,000 down to 4,000 or close to there, that's a big relief for us. It may go as low as 35 because then there's some other charges that they're removing, and we just have to wait and see. But I know that certainly people in their homes are going to be very happy to see themselves move from 11 cents.
Yes.
I mean, from 22 cents to 11 cents.
Right.
That's almost a 50%.
Can you hear me?
Leland, so
Yes.
Kurt was saying that a number of businesses over the years have had to shut their doors because of being saddled, among other things, but with this very high electricity rates, especially small businesses, they were more vulnerable, and it showed itself in Grand Bahama. And so he is saying what he expects to experience. But can you speak about the fact that for so long, Grand Bahamian businesses have been saddled with such a hefty bill, and then with all these increases being piled on?
So Shanique, again, we're excited for the decrease to happen. The concerns that I'm hearing on the ground, and not just from residents, but even from the employees. The issue is not just lowering the rate. The issue is the consistency going forward. And so we're hoping that along with lowering the rates, that we won't have load shedding or we won't have any other power outages. Of course, we don't expect it to be perfect. The former company wasn't perfect. But we're just hoping not to see what we see with BPL happening here in Grand Bahama. But in terms of again, it being lowered, we welcome it. And so we just have time will tell. Time will show us where we will stand in terms of that. And hopefully, again, those businesses who might be having challenges with the electricity bill will not only see that decrease, but have that consistency going forward.
Yes.
Because I rather pay more and have my bill,
have your light on.
To pay less,
yes,
and then 12 hours of the day I don't have it.
Well, so. if you gentlemen watched last night's show, I did ask the minister about that. I said, listen, Grand Bahama, they're very happy, but they're also nervous, and the nervousness comes in with saying BPL. Now listen, wait a minute, let's talk. Will you be able to keep the light on? Yes,
Shanique,
Kurt?
I think that's such a, I don't understand that whole conversation. That to me, that makes very little sense unless unless they plan to move everything that was here. The only thing that's changing is ownership. The equipment is still here, the employees are still here, so what is the difference?
So you were saying, Kurt, that with the technology in place, with the equipment in place, with the manpower in place, the power will be consistent and also just paying less for it. Gentlemen, let's move forward to the announcement of the Manchester Airport Group. It's a UK-based airport construction and management agency, well known for the work it's done in that regard, coming to Grand Bahama and getting finally an international airport going, and they will be charged with managing. Of course, we don't know that much information as yet because this minister is just about 2 weeks in the chair, but certainly this announcement was made as well. Now, I know for Grand Bahamians, and you both are businessmen, you all have said, listen, that airport is key. It has to happen. This airport got to get built and opened in order for Grand Bahama to truly experience the rebound that's necessary. Your thoughts on that?
Well, I mean, we've been here before, and so we don't want to jinx it, and we're being optimistic. And so we're hoping that the government could get it done. Of course, the airports exist here currently, but the state that they're in, and of course, the private airports that are here. And so if we can get that international airport up and running and have the pre-clearance to be able to come back here on the island, that's going to save Bahamians a lot of money, especially those who travel to the U.S. frequently to shop for their businesses and stuff. And so, again, like I said, don't want to jinx it. We've been here before. I think they've, said 2 dates prior in the last term. And so we're just hoping that this is the final one and that they can get it across the finish line.
Yes.
Bahama attitude is get it done. Please, just get it done.
Yes. Yeah. Kurt, your thoughts?
Yeah, Shanique, I agree. You know, one of the more important things for us is we've always had pre-clearance, and we kind of missed that and would like to have that. That one entity is probably the most important thing to most people. I think if we had pre-clearance in what we have now, the complaints wouldn't be as large. But we do need a new airport coming into what Freeport is about to be over the next couple of weeks and months and years. We do need an airport to complement that. And so I agree with Leland. Let's get that. And Grand Bahama has that attitude with everything, whether it's the airport or the completion of the health facility or a lot of the other projects that are now moving, you know, let's get them going. Let's see this progress wagon really start pushing. Right.
Well, gentlemen, of course, you both know you are my eyes and ears on Grand Bahama, and I'm happy to have the panel from Grand Bahama join me this evening to give sort of just a first response to the announcements of the airport project moving forward, and also the lowering of electricity bills. We will continue to keep tabs on everything and speak with you because, again, we also know that there is a lot that's also been announced in terms of moving the economy forward and great opportunities there on the island of Grand Bahama. So we will obviously continue to speak with you and hear what's going on in Grand Bahama and how things are progressing. And so thank you once again, Kurt Neely and Leland Lang. Thank you both very much. Thanks for joining me here on Beyond the Headlines.
Thank you, Shanique.
Thank you, Shanique.
Don't go anywhere. Beyond the Headlines is back right after this.
Hey, it's your boy Charlie Bahama here at Superwash, Superwash's newest spokesmodel. And I'm here to tell you about Superwash's large capacity washers and dryers for all your big loads.
I know I see that Charlie Banana coming here just now.
Uh-oh. Luckily, it's also big enough for me to hide it.
I thought he was right over here where these large capacity washer and dryers is. It's big enough now to handle your big loads, you know. Yeah, like your comfort on your blanket. But just look at us. Somebody forget to turn on the dryer. Oh, stop! Help! You hear something? Yeah, that's the sound of clean. Superwash washes your process you add in to change them 24/7.
Edenwell has expanded their testing menu. We now offer blood work, drug screening, and so much more. Our hours of operation are Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m., located on 11 Madera Street. We are here for all of your laboratory needs, with fast and reliable lab work done by our friendly and knowledgeable staff. Let us help you take the needed steps to stay in the know about your health. Let's keep working towards a healthier you. Stay Eden well.
Wealth should not only belong to a select few. At Investar, we believe the door should be open to everyone. We provide options for planning a better future. Our investment funds are designed to assist you in reaching your long-term financial goals. Let us show you how.
Welcome back to Beyond the Headlines. Great to have you all continuing to tune in this evening. The National Training Agency, the premier training agency for the Bahamas, always and has been now for quite some time preparing Bahamians for the job market. The National Training Agency is now under new executive management with an energized focus. And that, of course, is to continue to prepare Bahamians, young and old, maybe to upskill, to re-enter the job market, and also maybe to shift careers. And so we're going to hear what they're doing, what they're up to, what this new team's vision is, and exactly how they intend to get it out there so that more of you know what's available. It's great to have you here this evening. Welcome, the Executive Chairman, Kendrick Knowles, Sr. Andre Kelly is the Public Relations Executive there at the National Training Agency. Gentlemen, good evening to both of you. Good to have you both here.
Good evening. It's great to be here.
Good evening. Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. A little bit later in this segment, we'll also have another member of the team joining to speak about the National Training Agency. But let's begin first by looking at the vision of the National Training Agency. How has that vision, you feel, impacted the workforce over the years, and has it been impactful? Mr. Chairman, of course.
I'll go first, of course,
Yeah.
yes. So the National Training Agency came into existence following an act in Parliament that gave us the responsibility of becoming the premier, of being the premier workforce training preparedness agency in the country. And with that purpose and objective being set from the beginning, that gave us a direct connection to the development of the workforce that's being prepared in the country, going after job opportunities. Because what we're finding is that if the country is going to advance and people are going to be effective in their job places, they have to enter these employment with certain skills. And the National Training Agency is there to fulfill that. We have a workforce preparation procedure and format that enables us to allow persons on day one to enter the workplace with certain skills and practical, certain information, soft skills and practical training. And why that is important is that a lot of people get jobs, but when they get in there, they don't come with some basic stuff: tardiness, communication skills, workforce environment, understanding the workplace, conflict resolution, stuff along the line. So we make that a part of our primary objective, to give them the soft skills prepared with that, along with the practical training that would enable them to go into these various disciplines. And we do this through a very strong and strategic alignment with our industry partners. That is the different industries out of there: hospitality, government, nursing, all of those industries. We connect with these partners where the needs are for employment in those areas, and we focus on building those skill sets so we can build those young people particularly who want to go into the workforce with skills and be able to be successful.
Talk about the necessity of it right now. You know, this economy, we understand the staples in the economy, but the economy is a burgeoning one in that it's taking on different shapes and forms, and you can almost carve out whatever niche you want in this growing economy and an economy that's becoming diversified in the Bahamas. And so what areas does the agency focus in on, or is it a more collaborative?
But the agency has an awesome team. We have an executive director as well as we have our our marketing lead, who's going to give us a little bit more expansion on that area.
So,
Mr. Kelly.
Shanique, when we look at the government's mandate, it's important for us to note the National Training Agency, we are aligned with the Ministry of Labor, Public Service, and National Insurance. And we've been mandated by the government to navigate creating the training opportunities that align with the skill gaps in country. There are some skill gaps, and from our existence to now, which has been over a decade, we've seen the National Training Agency, we've expanded our blueprint and our footprint, not just in Nassau, but also through the Family of Islands, Grand Bahama, Exuma. There's a lot of programs we have going on. Now, our programs are meant to touch the whole person. We have the 4 weeks of practical skills, but then we also have the practical experience. And the practical experience, hands-on job experience, that navigates hospitality sectors, that navigates HVAC and welding, construction, carpentry, but it also navigates teacher's aid and some other disciplines that are necessary in country currently.
Where are the skills gap? Where are we showing up lacking and wanting? Because again, we know what this new economy calls for. We see what the economies of the world are now leaning towards and exploring, and many Bahamians are left behind. And so what has the national agency been able to determine are the areas of where there are many, many gaps? You said it. Continue.
Yes, and so when we look at those areas, and even as we look at the island of Eleuthera, and we see there's so much opportunities, there's a boom in the economy, while hospitality and tourism has always been the thing that we've gone to, there's room for us to expand in the areas of agriculture, as well as the blue economy as well. And so the National Training Agency, we are positioned through what we're mandated to not just analyze the skill gaps, construction, and we're doing some partnerships with BTVI, introducing welding, HVAC, and some other foundational things that could add to fill those voids. But we're noticing the need for more hands-on practical skills in the National Training Agency.
You're so right, because you would not think, Mr. Chairman, and also the PR executive here, you wouldn't think that even in construction we've fallen behind, right? But we have.
Yeah.
We absolutely have. Talk about this relationship with BTVI to get those in that industry who are interested, just to have them be upskilled.
Thank you so much. And so when we look at the partnership with BTVI, let's go back to our core program, which is the Mandatory Workforce Preparatory Program. It's one of those programs that prepares young people who need a second chance with the opportunity. You may have graduated school with 1 PGCSE. You may not have done what it was you needed to do. We provide a second chance opportunity. Now, for those persons coming into that program, you get to decide the discipline you want to go, the route you want to go. In this case, we have a partnership with BTVI. That partnership allows us to explore HVAC, welding, and some other things from a foundational, basic aspect, where persons, they come in, they enroll, and they get to learn the foundational principles connected to that next step in getting a certification in that field.
I'm happy to welcome Dr., of course, Nicole Andrews here. She is the Executive Director at the National Training Agency. So we're going to put the next question to her. And so, Dr. Nicole, first of all, hello to you. Thank you for being here. We know that the National Training Agency has been very hands-on, very active, and sort of the front runner in getting Bahamians skilled, prepared for the workforce in many industries. Now, let's talk about something that is quite interesting. It's a mandatory preparatory workforce program that's about to be introduced. Kindly tell us more about that.
Thank you, Shanique. Thank you for having our team here. And hello, Bahamas. It's certainly a pleasure to share of what we're doing at the National Training Agency, our part in helping to build the country. The Mandatory Workforce Preparatory Program is essentially the flagship program of the National Training Agency. So we run 2 cohorts a year, and those cohorts can fill up to about 100 persons. It just depends. And currently, right now, we have a cohort of about 60 plus persons within that cohort getting ready to graduate June 24th.
So it's highly subscribed.
Very, very much so, very much so. And I believe it has a lot to do with the success of the program, persons telling their friends, their family members, spreading the word, saying what it is they would have accomplished and achieved. We would have conducted some types of exit interviews with individuals, and they really shared how much the program meant to them. One young lady I interviewed recently talked about how her attitude, she didn't think she had an attitude issue, but how her attitude was changed. And she indicated that her mom had pointed it out to her, and she was able to go back and say to her mother, you were right. There were some changes I could have put in place to become better. So those are some of the success stories we are seeing. That comes through our soft skills component of the Mandatory Workforce Preparatory Program. We run 4 weeks of soft skills, then 10 weeks of the practical skills. And as was said, some of those soft skills include the communication, money management, also self-awareness, understanding who I am as an individual, what are my strengths, what are my weaknesses. And one of the things I believe at National Training Agency, as a team, we believe that everybody has something to offer. We believe in the message of purpose, potential, and that you have a destiny. You just may not be gifted academically per se, but everybody is gifted and all the gifts are needed. And so we're here at the National Training Agency to unlock and tap and hone and bring those gifts forward so these individuals can take their place in society. They can be positioned and they can help to develop our nation and bring strategic change for the country.
Very important. I mean, I applaud what it is that you all are doing, because we've heard of the skills gap. We've heard employers say that so many people graduating school are unemployable. And so it's good to see that you are kind of filling in the gap right there. What targets have been set in terms of getting people on the job placement?
Primarily with one of the KPIs we have set for the National Training Agency, we'd like to see in this particular year anywhere from 55 to 60% of persons getting employment upon graduating. Now, we host a job fair after all of our graduations, all of our cohorts, once we're completed, we host a job fair, and we invite employers to come on board and interview on the spot. And many of our people have received jobs on the spot. I believe our last job fair for the last cohort, that somewhere around about 45% of persons were already hired that exact day. And so we're really pleased about that. And so one of the things we're doing internally in our operations is to really strengthen employer partnerships. So we're inviting employers from all around the country to come on board with us and let us build the Bahamas together. Let's strengthen these relationships so that our persons, once they are trained, they can be placed and kickstart and jumpstart their careers.
Absolutely, because once you get your foot in and with those basic skills, they certainly can go very far. Mr. Chairman, let's just talk about the message to young people who may not be sure of where their career path is or what the career path is, and how the National Training Agency steps in to do exactly that, sort of crystallize it.
Yes, thank you, Shanique. So the National Training Agency prides itself in being a part of preparing our young people for opportunities. And in order for that preparation to be ideal, they need to have certain skill sets. So one of the things we do is we truly believe that there is potential in everyone. A lot of young people are leaving high school today with negative connotations over their heads. They've been told some negative things. They've been told they can't do this, they'll never be able to make this, or you didn't have this amount of BGCSEs, so you're not qualified. The National Training Agency does not support that narrative and that concept, because what we've seen, young people who've come to that agency, who've developed the soft skills, who've developed the practical training, and they leave out of there, go into workplace, get jobs, become employees, top-line employees, and we've even had some of them come out further and elevate themselves to be business owners. Business owners where they have gone to a level, at a country level, to provide services in their particular discipline. So we have examples of success in our young people. We just want to encourage young people to believe in themselves. Don't believe what someone told you, but believe what you feel. Believe what you know you can do. And the National Training Agency stands to support that development, because we believe the success of this country is going to be dependent on its citizens. And we want to focus on our young people from the get-go. When you leave high school, look at what we can do to help to broaden and to expand your potential to make a significant contribution to society and country at large.
How does anyone get in touch with, access, and be able to register for the next season or the next semester?
We have a website, ntabahamas.org. It's loaded with all the information relative to registration. What you need to do, just go to that site and you can pan through the different links there, but go directly to registration so you can see the different disciplines, the opportunities that are there, see which one fits you, where you fit into that, and register. We look forward to you coming on board. We look forward to your registration, and we want you to look forward to a successful and a very powerful contribution to the country.
In addition, individuals can actually come into the office, the physical office on Gladstone Road and Munnings Drive, and also meet with our representatives there, or give us a call at 461-6024 to help sign up and get their career journey started.
Absolutely, sounds wonderful. I thank you all so much. I have a better understanding and appreciation for what you all do there. Certainly, of course, again, take advantage of it. There's so much opportunity. You heard me at the top of tonight's show speaking to people in Grand Bahama and how that economy is just like ripe for just so much to happen, but you need to be trained and properly skilled. And here is the National Training Agency. Thank you once again, Mr. Chairman, and of course, Madam Director. Thank you very, very much for being here. Stop by again. How about that?
Thank you
Stop
for
by
having
again.
us.
Yes, let us know more and continuing progress and success that's happening there. Beyond the Headlines is back right after this. Stay close.
Welcome to Paradise Premium Foods, where exceptional taste meets everyday convenience. Right in the heart of Hurricane Hole Plaza, whether you're planning a beachside brunch, an intimate dinner, or simply restocking your favorites, we offer only the finest selection of local and imported goods, handpicked for quality, freshness, and flavor. At Paradise Premium Foods, shopping is effortless, service is personal, and every visit feels like a treat. From gourmet meals to go to organic essentials and indulgent treats, this is your neighborhood market elevated. Live well, eat better. Discover Paradise Premium Foods, now open at Hurricane Hole Plaza, Paradise Island. Paradise Premium Foods. Taste the difference.
So you want a space, but not just any space. You need something with a little more potential. So how about 1,000 square feet of room to play with? Superb audio and video production capability, digital LED wall, full lighting grid, and about 124 seats to accommodate a full studio audience with so many other features. Make us your home for your next concert, conference, and so much more. Honestly, the possibilities are endless. Here at ILTV Studios, we'd love to bring your next event to life. So what do you say? Do you want our space?
Welcome back to Beyond the Headlines. Great to have you all tuned in. Ian Thomas is here. You know, it's Thursday evening, so you know he has to stop by. And we always on the edge of our seats, waiting to see what he's going to be talking about. Ian, good evening to you. Welcome to Beyond the Headlines. It's great to have you here. Listen, take it away.
Hey, good evening, Shanique Miller. Good evening, Bahamas. Just jump straight into it,
Yes,
I guess.
of course,
Okay.
yeah.
My name is Ian Thomas, and I'm here from Direct Marketers. Direct Marketers, of course, is a marketing company where we specialize in radio, TV, print, social media, and e-blast. So if you got a business or a business idea and you want to know how viable it is, please feel free to give me a call at 552-0212. That's 552-0212. Dial 552-0212. That's 552-0212. That's cool.
You have, listen, before when we were on the break just now, you saw the production.
Yes.
Ladies came in. You heard them.
Yes.
552-0212.
Yes,
It's there. It's registered. It's resonating. It's
Sometimes I'm out and about, maybe at the food store or going into a bank, and then people are coming by and screaming out the number and everything. And it feels good to know that. Some people don't even know their kid's number or their spouse's number, but they know my number.
They know your number. Yes.
Yeah, so that's a pretty good thing, and I think that's what it's all about, trying to get the word out there. But I got some clients to talk about tonight. And I love this product. I had to put it back on this evening, and I know you love it too. I get the nice extra, nice thing. So individuals out there might be stressed coming home, and you have some pain. It give you a nice massage. Shanique Miller just loves it. She just loves it. Loves it. There you go, Shanique.
Yes.
Oh yeah. There you
good.
go, right there.
Man,
Yeah.
that's
Blood and nuts. Yeah. By me doing this, you know what this can lead to?
What?
Joint pain relief.
Yes, exactly. Yes, yeah. Back and joint pain. Listen, I don't.
Oh, okay.
I don't trust you, so I don't
Come
know.
on, it's easy. Joint pain relief. Come on, man. So I'm going to jump into this. When people ask me, everyone goes to the pharmacy for some reason or other. So when people ask me, Ian, which pharmacy they should go to, I always tell them my number one choice when it comes to pharmacies is Centerville Pharmacy. At Centerville Pharmacy, your prescription can be filled quickly and easily. And if you phone in your prescription, the process is even faster. Individuals having problems with mobility, no problem. An assistant will come outside to your vehicle, and just you hand them over whatever it is that you need, and they'll go inside and pick it up. And that's one of the things that makes them a little bit more personable. Going that extra mile. Customer service is key. If you want over-the-counter meds to make you feel better again, Centerville Pharmacy carries 7 C's and Haliborange to make you build your immune system and feel better quicker. Not to mention brands like Good Sense and that's excellent for getting your zinc intake and especially things are happening right now. I've seen a lot of people walking around doing this little dry cough and so forth. I don't know what's going on. Sneezing. It could be allergies or whatever it is. But if you're not feeling well and you want to go ahead and give yourself that extra defense, check out Centerville Pharmacy. Get some of the stuff over the counter. Like I said, over the counter meds to make you feel really, really good. They got brands like Good Sense. That's excellent for your zinc intake, like I said. You can also get meds that you need at the best prices possible. You can also purchase blood pressure monitors along with those hard to find strips. A lot of people are trying to find those blood pressure strips. You can get them right down there. To check your sugar. So right down there at Centerville Pharmacy. What else I want to let you know? Senior citizens, they all love coming to Centerville Pharmacy. Why? Because they know that they can use their National Prescription Drug Plan card, which entitles them to even more discounts. And if you want a pharmacy that cares about your family extensively, you got to go check them out. They've got 3 locations. They're on Collins Avenue, opposite the Heart Center. That's on, opposite the Heart Center. Mackey and Wilton Street, across from Tops Lumberyard. Or you can check out Prescription Center on Rosetta Street, opposite the former Starbucks. I love going to Centerville Pharmacy. It's a family-owned pharmacy. That's the Aubrey's family. They're incredible people, and they just love everything what they do. And it's good to see, the whole family's involved in it. My grandmother once said,
I love those
yes.
pharmacy sort of setups and outfits, you know,
Yeah.
you really feel welcomed,
Welcome,
and
yeah,
everybody's
yeah,
there,
yeah,
they're willing
yeah.
to help and just go the extra
Yeah, it's a good
step.
it's a good look when you see, you know, the next generation coming into the businesses, because a lot of businesses die after the original owner, you know, is gone. So it's a wonderful, wonderful thing. That Centerville Pharmacy, ladies and gentlemen, go check them out, and you will feel better whether you want over-the-counter meds or your prescriptions filled. Epic Battery. Epic Battery. I haven't spoken about them for a while.
Haven't, no.
No, you don't have any battery problems
No.
with your vehicle. That's good.
No.
That's a good thing. Individuals out there, if you're having any battery trouble, you want to go check out Epic Battery. They're on Wolf Road and Fire Trail Road. And just in case some of you are not aware, that Epic Battery is no longer just batteries. They're leaders when it comes to batteries and tires. They have two locations, once again, Wolf Road and Fire Trail Road, and Epic Battery carries a wide selection of tires to fit any American, Japanese, or European vehicle. I had the opportunity to visit their production facility, and I was blown away. Epic has an enormous selection of tires, and I'm talking tires for cars, trucks, jitneys, buses, dump trucks, tractors, motorcycles, ATVs, trailers, payloaders, and more. So they got tires coming out the wazoo, you know what I mean? And it's so important to have the proper tires on your vehicle. I did some little research, I wonder if I can open this really quickly, about the importance of having proper tires. And they said loss of traction can, with doing wet roads and gravel and stuff, you could get yourself in an accident.
Also, in times of such high prices of gasoline.
I was going to get one thing, but Dad, boy, you could jump the gun. But you're absolutely right. Go ahead and talk about it.
No,
yeah.
I am understanding that
Yes.
it's important to also have your tire pressures as they should be.
Yes, yes.
Whatever that balance is.
Fuel consumption.
Because then
Yeah.
it helps your fuel last a bit longer.
Yes. You're absolutely right. Shanique Miller knows exactly what she's talking about. Poor braking, it can lead to that. Blowouts, loss of steering control, vehicle rollovers, excessive wear and tear damage, and reduced fuel efficiency, just like what Shanique said. So these are so important to have the proper tires. And like I said, once again, they have a huge tire discounts happening right now. I'm not going to say tire sale, and they have like over about $130,000 worth of tires that just have to go. So ladies and gentlemen, you've been outside, you say, you know what, something don't look right about this tire. I saw something online, you can get like a penny and put it in the treads of the tire, and if it covers a certain amount of the tread, you can see it exposed, the penny, then boom, that means that your tire is on the way out and you have to go and get your tire looked at. So very important, once again, to get your tires looked at. Right now, they're also having a battery blowout sale. Batteries that are $125 now have been reduced to $89 plus VAT. Get your batteries for cars, motorcycles, and boats. I bought a battery just 2 days ago from them because I had a dead battery in the Jeep. I got two batteries for my generators, so I love those. That's a nice discount. $89, ladies and gentlemen. You haven't heard these prices from like early 90s or late 80s. $89 for a battery, that's crazy. And of course, if you need a bigger battery, it's going to be another price. But once again, I cannot reiterate enough that you got to get on down to Epic Battery and Tire. They have a location in Freeport, but I can't remember that location right now, so don't hold that against me. But you want tires for cars, trucks. When I say cars, the most popular cars right now in the Bahamas, you got your Nissan Notes and your Cubes. I didn't see too much with the little smaller ones. Now for a little while I see them with the smaller ones than that. You got the Cubes, the Notes. What was before? The March. Yeah, I see them for a little while.
Okay, maybe I think I think the March has been restyled, sort of redesigned.
Okay. But a lot of people used to have them.
Maybe it's
But
bigger.
the number one cars right now on the road is Cube and Note. That's what they say run the road. Okay, and you got your little Swifts and stuff like that. Yeah, but they got tires for everything. Like I said, American, Japanese, and European vehicles. Like I said, battery tires for jitneys, buses, dump truck, tractors, motorcycles, all these things. You got to go down there and check them out. Mr. Bryce, that's him down there, that's the owner. He said him and his team are waiting to serve you guys. They're heavily invested in tires, but they so it's a no-brainer who you want to choose when you want batteries and tires. You know they're synonymous for batteries, but now they're huge into tires. Please, ladies and gentlemen, please go check your tires. Go down there and check them out, and you'll get a great deal when you go there. Epic Battery and Tire, Wolf Road and Fire Trail Road. Phone number 341-7200, 341-7200. Once again, 341-7200. And like I always tell people, sometimes you can't remember some of the clients' phone numbers. Don't worry, you're not bothering me. You can say, hey, give me a call. Hey, Mr. Thomas, Ian, whatever you want to call me. Hey, I heard you talking about this company. Can I have the phone number? It's not a problem, whether it's the weekday or the weekend. I love my clients. I love what I do. And like I said earlier, it's a wonderful part of customer service. Like I said, if you're in Nassau or in Freeport, check out Epic Battery and Tire. Supreme Lounge. You don't get out much, but if you do go out one evening, you can take you and some friends, go to Supreme Lounge. It's the ultimate place right now to watch the NBA playoffs. I don't know how much you like basketball, but I know you like some good food and good ambiance. I was there last week, and it was absolutely gorgeous, Shanique. They have 2 indoor seating areas and air conditioned, wonderful high ceilings. The bar is in the back, and it's stocked with top shelf liquor. That's not for you. I'm sure they have some nice other drinks. And then they have a nice outdoor area where individuals can, just like the outdoor, and maybe you guys out there smoking your little hookah, your little cigar, whatever it is, and you can be outside, so you don't want to offend anybody. But it's a wonderful place. You're gonna watch the game. Why not watch it in style? The big game was happening last week, and the excitement is only getting started. So whether you're a diehard basketball fanatic or a casual sports fan, or simply just saying that, hey, I want a perfect spot to hang out with some friends, or maybe a nice date night. You want to go to Supreme Lounge. They're located Carmichael Road, just right next door to Mexicaba. Right next door. When I say right next door, it's east of Mexicaba. So whether you're backing the Knicks or cheering for the Spurs, simply enjoying a world-class basketball game, Supreme Lounge is where champions gather. You can bring your crew and take advantage of incredible beer bucket specials, 6 beers for $30. And if you top that off with their dollar wing special, that's a winning combination. The moment you walk into Supreme Lounge, you'll understand why so many people keep going there. Like I said, they got multiple large screen televisions throughout the whole venue, crystal clear viewing from virtually anywhere where you're seated, fully stocked premium bar, I just mentioned that, featuring top shelf liquors, 2 comfortable air-conditioned indoor areas, just told you about that, spacious outdoor patio for those who want to enjoy the open air, friendly staff and exceptional service. The bartender was amazing, such a nice guy and so personable. Came over, made sure I was happy, and went ahead and got me my order. And I sat down there and talked with the owner for a great time. And he's just a wonderful person. Then he introduced me to his daughter. And once again, I was happy to see families working together in an establishment, trying to ensure that the life expectancy of the business thrives. So that's a wonderful thing. So it's not just for sports fans. If you're looking for a great date night destination,
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't look at me like that, but I guarantee they got there. Get dressed. For a little $30, somebody walking out, conky. Shanique, order off the bed. You want to get what you want.
Get whatever you want, yes.
Knock yourself out. When the bell comes, I can be in the car waiting. Hey, Supreme Lounge. This is their menu on the other nights. Besides, that's just for the game night. Pastas, you like pasta. You can get a veggie fettuccine. That sounds like something for you. Chicken fettuccine, conch fettuccine, shrimp and chicken fettuccine, seafood fettuccine. I guess that's the whole mixture. You can get burgers, Supreme Burger, Supreme Cheeseburger, Fish Burger, Shrimp Burger, conch burger, chicken burger, and a veggie burger. And like I said, for that night, you're gonna get $1 wings. You can get them plain, lemon pepper, barbecue, or chili, and the beer bucket special, 6 beers for $30. Now, I'm not a beer drinker at all, but I would assume it's the most popular beers that everyone drinks, I'm not a beer drinker, I drink something different, but that's cool. So the phone number down there at Supreme Lounge is 809-2558, 809-2558, that's 809-2558. Wonderful place to go and enjoy yourself and with your friends and do what you got to do. Shanique Miller, I know you go exercising. Everybody knows Shanique Miller loves exercising and so forth. You can elevate your routine, your exercise routine with the weighted vest, with the weighted vest. I know you go exercising and you're walking. You want another dimension of getting your body to the way you want. You want the weighted vest. Some of you guys might not know what it's all about. Maybe I can put it on this screen. Hey, if the producer's looking. It's the weighted vest. You can put it on you.
You can hold it now.
Yeah, you can put it on you, and when you go jogging, and you can add an extra 5, 10, 15 pounds while you're exercising, and that's great. Help you bulk up and look real good. That's right now. It's comfortable and it's breathable. It's on sale right now for $95. That's a good price. $95. People have been calling me about the right back here. Okay, good. People have been calling me about the projectors, and a lot of teachers have been calling me. I guess they use it in their classroom. But if you're someone who probably does the point of sale system, you want to get a projector for yourself. I use it outdoors, and my niece and nephews, they love it. They eat their little hot dogs and stuff, and I say, get out of this house. You see me just clean up in this house? They'll go outside and they watch something. They watch a little Netflix and their little things outside. And this is a smart 4K home projector, cinematic HDR picture quality. It's a HDMI port with Bluetooth capability, excellent for indoor and outdoor entertainment, only $185. So this is a great thing. Individuals even who don't want to buy a television, this is good to have in your house too. It really goes big. A lot of people have been asking about the chainsaws. Chainsaws just came back in. They are $230. This is a 12-inch electric chainsaw, cordless. It comes with the battery and everything, lithium battery and charge at $230. You want to give me a call at 5520212. That's 5520212. Get yourself a chainsaw. Also, generators just came in. As I was driving here, someone called about the generator. I'm back on this screen if you're there. Generator, whether you have a blackout or on the job site, this powerful generator is all you need. It's only $1,895. It can go anywhere you travel, wherever you carry it on the boat, carry it to your house on the Family Island. This generator is good. It's a great gas generator, and that's a wonderful thing. Also, I want to tell people about the, if you're having an event and you want a nice place to have your event, there's a beautiful spot in Twynham Heights, Twynham Estates, and Twynham Heights right up there near Super Value, Winton, in that basic area. And it's a great place to have a venue. So whether you're having a baby shower or a wedding shower, what other events people have? Baby shower, wedding shower, you get birthday party, retirement party.
Not just dinner party.
A dinner party.
Pool party.
Pool party, wedding. From God forbid you have to do a repast, you can still use it too also. So it's a great place to have an event. It's $175 an hour, and the pool usage is just an additional $150, but it's $175 an hour, and you can have yourself a great time. Nice venue, has a standby generator just in case the electricity goes off, so your event wouldn't be interrupted, and has a nice veranda in the back with the with a cooler, so you can put everything there. So it's a great place. You're having an event, give me a call. Ian Thomas Direct Marketers, 5520212. Go tell somebody about it, and just WhatsApp me and tell me to send you the pictures. Also, you know someone who needs to find out if they are the biological father of a child, you want to call DNA Direct at 324-0665. Get a DNA test for as low as $450. If you need it for court, any type of legal stuff, you just pay $100 more, that's $550. Find out if you're the brother, the sister, the mother, the father, grandparent, or grandchild of someone at DNA Direct. Last week, about 30%, 35% of the men tested were not the biological father.
You're kidding?
Yes.
This is important
to
have that test.
Very important.
Yeah.
Find out, something's been burning inside you. Say, you know what, I just ain't too sure. I mean, it's so sad I gotta say this in Father's Day coming up in 2 Sundays, but you know what I mean? You might have a different kind of Father's Day surprise. Hey man, listen, call DNA Direct at 324-0665. Get a DNA test, no needles or blood involved. Get your results back in 7 to 10 business days. How are we looking? Can I just say maybe 2 more things?
I heard them.
I
heard the indication.
I heard indication.
And I heard
Listen,
that.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we gotta go.
Quickly say one thing.
Yeah, man. I want to tell you guys, we talked about the Jimarito eye honey. You want to get this $75, clears up all the mucus in your eyes and everything. People dealing with glaucoma and cataracts, that's great. You're talking about the minoxidil, grows your hair, grows your edges, and you guys might be dealing with a little bald spot. Get this, it's only $35, the minoxidil. I don't want to talk about but this vaginal tightener. Everyone asks it, but this is $25. You know what it is. If it's a vaginal tightener here, I ain't gonna say no more than that. This is the kidney and liver cleanser. This is great. This is $69.95. A lot of people are dealing with kidney issues. This is great. And lastly, you want to get that bully pill, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of men have been calling about that, even women. You want the bully pill. It's $55 for a bottle of 5, and you're going to have a great time. You take 1 pill, drink some water, half an hour later, you're ready to go. Man, you're going to have a nice, strong erection. You're going to be happy, and she's going to be ecstatic. especially you guys out there who might be dating someone or married to someone 5, 10, 15 years younger than you, don't make a fool out of yourself. You know, woman is talking, Sinead. Woman is talking, but listen here, don't make a fool out of yourself. Get yourself the bully pill. Take one pill, it's great. It's all natural, so you won't have any after effects. No heart palpitation, no sweating. It's ideal. So if you're on hypertensive medicine, diabetic medicine, it won't interfere. Give me a call. Ian Thomas, direct marketer.
That's it, yeah, yes.
552-0212.
He did go over an extra 10 minutes, I know it. Ian, I thank you very much. You got everything in 552-0212. Give him a call. You all know you all like to get in on all that stuff, including this massage gun right here. Ian, I thank you so much. I thank all of tonight's guests, my panel from Grand Bahama, of course, the National Training Agency, and right here, Ian Thomas from Direct Marketers. Thank you. On behalf of the entire Beyond the Headlines team, I'm Shanique Miller. Everyone, thanks for watching. Make it a great evening.